I don't want us to lose focus, folks, on these 5 police officers who died, these wonderful human beings. I want you to go on Google, and I want you to pull them up and read about them. These are wonderful people with families, with children, enjoying life. Then they put on the uniform to protect us. They went to work, and they just figured they'd go home. And they didn't go home. They were shot down in cold blood, murdered. And despite the media propaganda, there were a number of individuals who were taunting the police officers, even though they knew other officers had been shot, a total of 12. 5 dead, 7 wounded in this sniper ambush. And Black Lives Matter, during that march, were carrying very, very offensive signs about the racist cop killers and so forth. And these families are suffering. That police force is suffering. Just like the NYP did not long ago when 2 of its officers were executed. Look what's happened to Ferguson, Missouri, because a police officer dared to save his own life in self-defense against a thug. That's right, a thug! A police officer was shot outside of St. Louis today. Another police officer was shot in Tennessee. Why? They didn't do anything. Any marches for these men? Any organizations for these men based on their race? Just a quick comment by the President of the United States, and then I'll make a visit to Dallas. Look at these pictures of these men. That'll break your heart. They didn't do anything to anybody. They're trying to protect the people marching against them. The President of the United States takes no responsibility for the environment that he's created, for the hatred that he's unleashed. No, I'm not saying he's directly responsible for murder. Now, come on. I am saying he's directly responsible for the hate and the division that is now engulfing this country and will engulf more of it as the summer goes on. You don't need to be Nostradamus to figure out what's going to happen at these conventions. It's been talked about for months now. We saw some of this play out at these Trump speeches, and there is going to be a lot more of it. And we've talked about it ourselves. And we'll be relying on the police to help us yet again. Rather than calming down, rather than trying to assuage people, Barack Obama's there with his matches and his fuel, and that's what he does as a political arsonist. That's what he was trained to do. That's what he was indoctrinated to do. That's what his ideology compels him to do. It's an Alinskyite through and through. And so is Hillary Clinton. She wrote about him. She was so excited she actually got to meet him. 2 Chicago kids, don't you know? I worry about my country. I worry about all of you. I worry about my family. Just remember what I said, this weekend especially. All you patriotic Americans, you Levinites, go out of your way to say thank you to a police officer this weekend. USA Today, 26 police killed so far in 2016, up 44% from 2015. Amazing, isn't it? 11 of them ambushes. There's a statistic. I wonder if Barack Obama will mention that. Don't hold your breath.